When brands use the word that people use for the action itself, you're no longer competing in the category. You actually own the category. So in this video, I'm going to show you how brands become verbs and why becoming part of everyday language is one of the strongest signs that a brand has won. So if you look at the Google logo, the Uber logo, the Zoom logo, we have already started to incorporate them in our language. Like when you say searching the web, you don't no longer say searching the web, you say let's Google it. Or instead of taking a taxi or a cab, you say I'm going to Uber. Or instead of jumping on a call, you jump in on a Zoom call. This kind of language is from persistent and consistent branding and really dominating their niche and their game. And we'll be covering how you can do the same too. So let's get into it. So when a brand becomes a language, it dominates their niche and their game. So nobody searches the web anymore. They say Google it. And that's the total category dominance that made it into everyday speech. And now people are using it as part of their language and the way they speak. And Google doesn't really mean anything. It's just a random thing that they call their brand. But now people are using it in their vocabulary because they have really dominated the game and the market. The ultimate brand win here is to become the word that people use for the thing that you actually serve in your brand. Tip number 2 is owning the action. So you can see these two, Uber and Zoom. We usually just say, let's Uber there or let's jump on a Zoom. And the brand replaced with the activity itself. You need to aim to own the action, not just compete in the category. Like, I remember back in the day when the Xerox printers came out, people were saying, I'm using Xerox. And just saying Xerox really dominated their game because people were replacing it with the word print, using the action as part of the brand name. So this level of dominance takes over and people will most likely remember you by this. Aiming to really dominate in your brand and your niche is what makes you stick and makes you stand out from the rest. And that's a different level of power a brand has over everybody else. A brand only becomes a verb through consistency and being persistent and relentlessly using this over and over again, no matter where you are and what you do. And through the repetition and using it consistently, you stand out from the rest. And over time, over years and years, people start using this as the language and they use the verb and what you actually serve in your brand as part of the day-to-day language. So keep this in mind whenever you're trying to give up or slow down on being consistent and using something over and over again. You need to show up every day, no matter what, and speak the same level of tone that you've already been doing. And you need to stay with this consistent language and keep it for years. And through time, you will be that brand that people will use verbs to describe you as normal day language. Tip number 4 is using a simple name that's memorable really helps here. Make it short and ownable. Like names like Google, for example, and Zoom slide into it everyday speech. If you pick in a name that people can't pronounce, then this is going to be harder to remember in the first place. And you want to really make it easy for them because having a name that's easy to pronounce will increase the chances of them remembering you in the first place and make it easy on the tongue to speak it like another word in the language. So the name here will do part of the work for you. So make sure you pick a simple name that just rolls off the tongue. And if you want a brand that stands out from the rest, click the first link in the description to book a 30-minute free consultation call with myself. I'll be happy to jump on a 30-minute consultation call with you and help you in any way I can. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you found this video useful and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.